guys, welcome back to BriMyselfAndEye. Today I'm going for an autumn, any type of fall look with the matte browns and purples. But I'm going to start out priming my eyes to help neutralize my eye shade, eye color with MAC Pro Longwear in NW15, which is a few shades lighter than me. Then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek matte palette that I've been collecting. I'm going to go in with Beaches and Cream and Peach Smoothie. And I'm going to take a tapered blending brush from Sigma. I'll have the brush numbers down below. I think this is an E40. Now I'm going to tape the corners of my eyelid to keep the darker shadows that we're going to use within the boundaries that we want to go for the dramatic eye without looking sad or angry. Now I'm going to go in with Coco Bear and take the blending brush again, and I want to keep the darker that I keep going, the more and more I want to keep that into the crease and the outer V. I'm jamming out to Taylor Swift, so putting all the dance moves. Now I'm going to go in with Coco Bear and a more dense blending brush. I think this is an E25 by Sigma. I'm going to go in with Coco Bear and blend that into the crease. Then I'm going to go with Bitten and a kind of flat brush and kind of pat and place that color onto the ball lid area of my eye. I don't want to take this past the crease since it is a very dark shade. Now I'm going to go in with both Coco Bear and Bitten together and blend and kind of layer those on together to give it more of a fuller look. Now I'm going to go in with the neutral shades we started with on the blending brush and kind of blend that out into the crease so that we don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm going to take the Makeup Forever on a flat brush, the Eggplant M928, it's one of my favorite shades, it's a matte purple, and keep this primarily to the outer V. You don't want to take this too far in. Then I'm going to blend that out with our neutral colors again. And some of the Peaches and Cream, Peach Smoothie combo. Now I'm going to go in with the flat definer brush and a matte black shade and just kind of go over the waterline to kind of trace an outline for where I want to put my eyeliner. I want to kind of give the eyes a very gradient effect, so doing a powder like this will kind of help with that. I'm going to go back in with some Bitten and blend in a little bit more. Then I'm going to take a brush with nothing on it and blend, blend, blend. Take some more, I think I'm going to use Mocha and just a soft brown, any kind of matte soft brown you have will work to blend that out even further. And you want to blend that into the black line that we just created so it's not too harsh. Now I'm going to take Chickadee and Peaches and Cream and blend that out into the crease up into the brow bone just a little bit. Now I'm going to take off the tape. Now we have a nice outline to work with. Then I'm blending that out so it's not too harsh of a line. Now I'm going to go in with Pond's Cold Cream and a Q-tip and clean up my mess a little bit with that. Now I'm going to take Stila's eyeliner. It's in black. It's a waterproof eyeliner with felt tip pen. I have been using this for years and love it. It's very easy to use. And it lasts all day. So then I'm going to go in and clean that up as needed. Now I'm going to go in with Tarte Amazonian Clay's mascara in Gifted. This is a really good mascara for anyone with sensitive eyes or that wears contacts. It really helps give the eyes a fuller look without it stinging as much. Then I'm going to go in with a million coats. And clean up the mess. If you get any mascara on the skin. Just wait for the mascara to dry, and then take a Q-tip and just literally twist, and it will come right off. If not, then use a little bit of cold cream or a makeup remover wipe. Now I'm going to take my MAC 242 and Urban Decay Sin and put that on the brow bone and the inner corner of my eyes to help highlight. With a dark look like this, you really want to highlight and emphasize any areas that aren't darkened so that it'll really open up the eyes. Now I'm going to take my Smashbox primer color correcting for the foundation and put that in and just press that in all over the skin before I go in with any kind of foundation or anything like that. This will help minimize pores and color correct. Now I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match corrector pen in N456 and contour. I'm going to do my nose, cheeks, below the lip, and the forehead. Then I'm going to go in with NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. Do a little bit more of a concealing with that. And then I'm going to go in with the F80 Kabuki brush and dab on some of the Estée Lauder Perfection foundation in Sand. I'm going to dab that where I want it and put some on the brush. And I'm going to press this into the skin. You don't want to do a whole lot of swiping because you really want to set this into your skin. So I'm going to press and kind of gently swipe. Then when you get to the contour colors, you want to move outwards, upwards and outwards towards the hairline and brush that and blend that all in. And again, move out and up with the contour. Otherwise, you can do the reverse and make your face look not the way you want. Then if you blend in underneath the lip, my bottom lip, doing that will help the lips look a little more full. Now I'm going to go in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, and this is actually my concealer shade. You want to go in with the skin tone shade with this. You don't want to go in with a lighter shade for any kind of blemish covering up. You want to keep that pretty natural looking. Then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in, I think, 10. And a little bit of my Estée Lauder Sand Foundation and blend that together. And this gives it a really nice blended highlighting effect, which is really good when you're doing some contouring because you don't want it to look too dramatic. And this will help brighten the face and just kind of give the skin a very youthful, alive, awake looking effect. And then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and blend and press this into the skin. Using a damp beauty blender has been one of my favorite ways to do my face recently. Then I'm going to take a tapered kabuki brush, I think it's an F86, and just touch it on the corners of my eye, and then take the F80 flat top with whatever foundation's left off and drag that down to my neck. Now I'm going to go in with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus with a tapered blush brush and just dab this on in my T-zone and underneath the eyes to kind of help set all that cream product that we just put on our face. This will help prevent creasing, and it'll give the skin a much more set and finished look. I'm going to go in with my Forever Puff, which I highly recommend. They're amazing products. I'll list them below. And take more of my setting powder by MAC and dab that all over. Now I'm going to go in with Smashbox Contour Palette and go in with the Ashier Contour shade and a Makeup Geek Angled Contour Brush and blend upwards from the top of the ear. And you don't want to take this too far past the top of the cheek area unless you're going for more of a Maleficent or drag queen look. And I'm going to put a little bit on the forehead and blend that out. I love this little contour kit because it's got every shade that you need and it's just really simple to use. And next I'm going to go in with the bronzier shade, which isn't as ashy or gray, and this will help warm up the skin a little bit more and blend out the first layer. Now I'm going to go in with the tapered brush again and use the highlight shade in that palette and reapply it to the corners of my eye, underneath the eye, the nose, where you typically get red. I'm getting pretty sweaty now. Now I'm going to take the Sigma, kind of just a blank brush with nothing on it, and blend out everything that we put on. Now I'm going to go in with Anastasia Brow Wiz and her number 20 spoolie brush, pencil looking brush. It's got a flat definer brush at the end, which I like. I'm going to use her brow dip and soft brown. I'm going to start with the tail and kind of fill in the brow how I want it. I'm not going to go in for a huge dramatic look. I just kind of want to give the eyes a little bit more fuller eyebrow look. And then take the spoolie brush and blend that out so I don't have any harsh lines. It looks a little more natural. But you want to start with the tail and then work your way towards your nose. And then continue to kind of brush that out so it doesn't look too harsh. Now I'm going to go back in with my MAC 242 brush and Urban Decay Sin eyeshadow and touch up the brow bone. Now I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Bitten, Coco Bear, and a little bit of the black matte, I think it's Corrupt, and go in. I want to keep this to the outer corner of my eye. I don't want to take this all the way into the corner. You can if you want, if you're wanting more of a 90s grunge kind of look, but I just wanted a little bit more drama. Then I'm going to go in with the pencil brush and the lighter soft brown shades. That one I will take to the inner corner to help blend out. Again, I'm going for more of a gradient look, but that'll help blend in the burgundy and the browns and all that, so it'll look nicely. And then you want to connect it to the outer V from your top lid. Then I'm going to take a smudge brush with nothing on it and continue to blend that out so there's not too many harsh lines. I'm going to take a Q-tip and clean out my mess. Then I'm going to go in a little bit with some Coco Bear and Bitten, the blending brush, and just re-emphasize that. Then touch up any kind of fallout with my pressed powder puff and re-highlight the inner corners and blend that out towards the bottom of the inner corner. This will help really brighten the eyes and make them look a little bigger. Now I'm going to go in with the bottom lashes with Physicians Formula in Ultra Black. This one is really, really good for the bottom lashes. Yeah, I'm still jamming out to Taylor Swift. Now I'm going to take Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette and take Incandescent Light and put some of that on a tapered blending brush and just dab that on the tops of my cheeks and under the eye to help set that and give it a really nice glowy finish. Now I'm going to go in with Tarte blushes in that peachier pinky shade and a little bit of that neutral nude shade. And I'm going to go over and blend that in with the contour to help really mix that in together nicely and put some on the cheeks. Then as I go in towards the nose, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a lighter pink, which I'll show you in just a second. But again, I just want to continue to blend. There's a little bit of a lighter pink shade. I'll put the name of it down below, but it's the new Tarte Holiday Blush Palette. Now I'm going to go in with the fan brush and Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. That's me doing the heavenly sounds with my hands. Then I want to keep this to the nose, the tops of the cheeks, and on the Cupid's bow to help make the eyes look, your eyes look fuller and also your lips. I'm going to go over with the blush and with that blank brush with nothing on it to help blend that out. If you have really oily skin, you just really want to keep that shimmering opal shade really confined. Now I'm going to hydrate, going for the long haul. For the lips, I'm going to use the Kim Kardashian Chroma Stick Joystick line. You can find these at CVS or Walgreens or Ulta. This is a coral color, but I'm going to go in with Gerard Cosmetics 1995, which was created by Jaclyn Hill. It's a really, really gorgeous matte berry shade. And that's the completed look. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for future tutorials or looks that you want me to try, then leave them in the comments down below. And I will see you in my next video. Be sure to like if you like it and subscribe so you don't miss any future posts. See you later!